Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. This is Brian Anderson with Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. Allie LaForce with us on the sidelines. We've got the Detroit Pistons and the Miami Heat. Here we go. And it's the Pistons to start out. Now let's check out the starters for the Detroit Pistons. Pass to Billups. Here's Milicic. And it's Battier with a rebound.
Oh, gritty defense. Protecting the rim at all costs against a guy who has all sorts of ways to finish. Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Here's Hamilton. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's his first foul of the game.
Well, that was a quick foul for him there. The refs are certainly calling it close.
Here's Wallace. Here's Williamson. Here's Billups. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
As pretty much any coach, that's how he'd like to start the game.
James, outside. Out to the wing. Out left to the wing. 5 on the clock. The Heat need to get one up in a hurry. From the high post. That one's wide left.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Here's Billups. Check by James. Pass to Hamilton. Chalmers with a rebound. Here's Wade. James, outside. From the arc. The Heat rebound. Bosh. Misses from close range.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Right wing. Here's Billups. Got a hand on it. Here we go, one-on-one. Here's Wade. Milicic grabs the board.
You know, right now they're just 1 for 5. Rough start so far.
Here's Williamson. Can't get the go-ahead bucket. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes play. Pass to Wade. To the middle. The steal. Here's Billups. Williamson outside. Here's Wallace. Here's Milicic. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
2 shots. Foul. 2. Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And the Heat making a change here. Haslam's checked in. He's off on the second. Miami with the ball. Here's Wade. And so far in this one, 2 for 4.
When you're trying to stop a guy like this, you have to match his intensity level.
And we all know what can happen when he gets rolling. A hot start can turn into an explosive scoring night.
Detroit calls timeout.
Yeah, hoping to tap into something that'll get them clicking.
Yeah, and you know, that's going to be the focus of this timeout. They need to come up with a spark to get the offense going.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Rebounded by LeBron. The Heat with the lead. Pass to Haslam. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Setting the table for his teammates, James. Enjoys sharing and passing the ball and getting others involved, I think, more than any other aspect of his game.
Here's Hamilton. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. James against Williamson. The Pistons clear it. Pass to Billups. That's good, and it's Williamson with the assist.
The value of good ball movement isn't lost on this squad.
Here's Chalmers. Here's James. Sinks that one after missing his first 2 attempts. Now 1 for 3.
And you know, for such a physically powerful player, guys, James also has a deft shooting touch. I mean, showing it off there.
Here's Billups from outside the arc. It's rebounded by Wade.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear they're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Here's Haslam. Blocked! Pass to Billups. Here's Hamilton. Here's Wallace. Well, he hasn't scored yet, but I'm sure that'll change. Clock at 6. Here's Hamilton. Tipped away. Here's Battier. No good that time. And the Pistons going the other way now. Pass to Williamson. Here's Billups with his first shot attempt. Wallace misses. James with the ball. Here's Chalmers. Here's Wade. He has 6. Pass to James. The Pistons clear it.
And he's having an ugly quarter from the field and seems really frustrated.
Williamson with it. Picked up by James. And Williamson gets it to go.
No defensive pressure at all. I mean, that's not going to get it done against him.
James outside. Over Williamson. James can't get it to go.
They sure are. I mean, they've done a terrific job carving out space under the basket and then pursuing the ball. You know, it's one thing to box out, but you've got to pursue the ball if you're going to get rebounds. And they look strong here in the early going.
Here's Billups. Here's Wallace. Boy, they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but still coming up empty. Pass to Wade. Oh, they need this. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
Man, the confidence and flair that Wade plays with, uniquely his own. A dynamite 2 guard who is also a clutch performer.
No good on that one. Lewis is checked in for Miami. Allen comes in for LeBron. He hits the second from the line. And here's Hunter. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Here's Wade. He's got 7.
And, you know, guys, Wade is a terrific teammate, always willing to give up the ball and share the sugar, if you will, especially when his teammate is wide open.
Outside Hunter. Pass to Hamilton. Here's Wallace. Haslam with a rebound.
You know, even though it's a point-blank range shot, that's not an easy one, especially when the defense is that tight. Great awareness by Mario Chalmers on that feed.
The Pistons trailing. Outside Hunter. Pass to Hamilton. Shot clock at 6. Here's the lob. It's deflected.
I'll tell you what, Wade's one of the best in the history of the game as a shot blocker from the 2-guard position, using his athleticism to leap up and turn shots away.
Shot by Hamilton, no good.
Man, miss after miss for him. When you're having a quarter like this, the only beneficiary is the defense.
And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Outside Hunter. Pass to Ham. Here's Campbell. Left side Hunter. The shot comes out. Now the Heat take it the other way. Here's Chalmers. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from here for the Heat.
You know what, guys? It looks to me like they're really in sync here, all on the same page. They've already got a bunch of assists.
Something else I like out of them so far. They're throwing their bodies around in the paint and scoring inside.
And he knocks down the first one. The Pistons making a switch here. Both shots good from the strike.
Free throw shooting is about mechanics, confidence, and your mental approach. He's locked in from there most every night.
Detroit calls timeout. And the players take this opportunity to get some Gatorade. Getting some fluids in you is so important during these timeouts. Get fresh, keep those batteries charged.
Yeah, without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a ball game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have to be hydrated.
And here's Detroit, trailing by 10. Now Hunter. Now quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Here's Hamilton, just 5 to shoot. Detroit, no good that time either.
It has not been his game so far. I mean, he's trying his best, giving great effort, but little has gone his way.
Pass to Allen from deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from downtown. Allen's got 6.
Allen is lights out as a three-point shooter. Love how fast his release is. Staple gun quick.
Campbell and the tip-in on the offensive boards.
The way they've gotten after rebounds has been impressive.
Yeah, sensational is a really good word for it. They're tearing it up on the glass.
Here's Chalmers. Pass to Wade. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
And even from where we're sitting, you could clearly tell it was a foul.
No question about it. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
First one falls for him. And so he's able to get 1 of 2. So it's Detroit now. A 12-point game. Here's Ham. Hunter on the wing. Here's Hamilton. And he jams it home with authority.
And 1 move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Wade, that's good. He's got 10.
Boy, he's really been on a roll this quarter. Seems like everything he throws up is finding bottom.
Here's Hunter. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I mean, that's the message they were sending with that foul. Nothing easy inside.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good. Hunter. Both free throws good for Hunter. And the Heat with possession. They're on a 14-6 run. There's 39 seconds left in the first. Pass to Allen. Fires for 3. Drops in the 3. Allen's got 9.
Building a big advantage early with a terrific all-around performance.
Yeah, you know, they've had the advantage at both ends. They've got all the momentum early on.
Now here's Hunter. 19 seconds left in the opening quarter. Here's Milicic. 6 to shoot. Stripped away. Here's Chalmers. Over Hunter. What a play! He drains it at the buzzer.
Great job ending the quarter on a high note.
Nothing like knocking down that last possession of a quarter to give you a little feel-good momentum.
Domination in the first quarter. It's been pretty lopsided. Heat out in front, up by 15. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. We welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And for the Heat here, they've been putting on a show.
It's simple. The main takeaway from the first quarter is they're winning this game with defense.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively, they put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Here's Chalmers. Here are the 5. Detroit has to start the second. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those.
Does it as well as anybody, fellas. Tremendous skill while in the air.
Hunter can't get it to go.
And they're +5 on the boards after that rebound.
Inside. Pass to Chalmers. To the paint. Here's Bosch. Detroit with a rebound. Now here's Hunter. To the left wing. Here's Hamilton. Allen defending. Shot clock at 5. Pass to Campbell. Not going to go that time. The Heat go the other way with it. Here's Chalmers. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Heat lead by 19.
That's been typical of their performance today. They're sharing the ball and creating good shots.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Pass to Milicic. 13 feet out. Detroit, no good that time either. Here's Chalmers. Hunter covering. Three-pointer. No good there. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Ham. To the inside. Campbell. Misses, and the dry spell continues. One side is dominated tonight.
Yeah, they've done a fantastic job of imposing their pace and style of play.
And the ball out of play. The Pistons will have it. James is checked in for Miami. And now another look at that mobile one block defensive performance.
You know, you can't ask for any better defense than that. He responded so fast to the shooter, and it stifled him.
Down low. Here's Billups. Nice D from Allen.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Here's Miller. Pass to Chalmers. Going inside. Count it. 2 for 4 from the field now.
And guys, the way this defense is getting manhandled down low, you have to wonder if they're at 100% right now.
Hunter on the wing. Check by James. Hunter, good.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
Here's Chalmers. Hunter covering. And it's Chalmers missing. Here's the Pistons with the ball. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. And he gets it to go.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
Pass to Miller. And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Chalmers. Hunter covering. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. 2 on the clock. James. Rebound Detroit. Williamson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Billups. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Man, good whistle there.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Shooting 2.
The first one falls. Both teams will make substitutions. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And at this point, they're loving this big lead.
Absolutely. And they haven't really faced a lot of resistance.
Allen can't get it to go. And here's Detroit. Here's Billups. Give him 8. Inside, Wallace. Second shot opportunity. Got a hand on it. Here's Miller. Oh, and he brings it down with a 2-handed jam.
He put some rage into that one, B.A.
You're telling me.
Treated the rim like it stole something from him.
Now here's Hunter. The D's right on him. And that one, good. Hunter's got 6.
I like the play call. Very solid, making perfect use of the pick to get a great look.
Williamson against James. Pass to Bosch. Allen with it. James outside with the drive. Lays it up and banks it in. And the Heat lead by 17.
Hard to play better defense than that, guys. I mean, but right there, James simply overpowered it.
Left side, Hunter. Miller pulls it in.
Coach loves the execution, just not the result. That's okay. That's part of the process.
That shot, no good. And Detroit will go the other way with it. Outside, Hunter. Pass to Campbell. Outside, Hunter. The floater. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Hunter. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
So, Brian, the NBA tests out different rules in the G League, including shooting 1 free throw for all the possible points to speed things up. How much did it hurt players' free throw percentages, not getting the multiple tries? Well, averages dropped a percentage point or 2. Is that a deal breaker or something to consider?
Yeah, those are good questions. We'll see, Allie. Thank you. Now, here is James. Not a lot of room. Miami, no good that time either.
He hasn't helped the cause with his shooting, but his teammates have had his back.
Allen with it. He's got 9. That one goes. Count it. James has gotten 4 this quarter.
We've seen that more than once today. An effortless basket inside.
Well, listless and lifeless at the defensive end. I mean, especially inside. They've really got to pick up that interior defense.
It's good. 10 points for him.
He's finally started to settle down here in the second quarter. Just needed to work up a sweat.
Pass to Wade. Now James. And here's Allen. He's now 1 for 2 with that bucket.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Here's Billups. Trailing by 19. Here's Hunter. The rebound by Bosch. And they've been moving the ball really well tonight.
Good things come to those who take good shots.
From 9 feet, and there it is for him. And the Heat lead by 21.
That's 10 straight points they've given up in the painted area.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Here's Billups. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries. Now James. He's got 6. Rebound Detroit. Williamson's got 7 rebounds in the game. To the inside. Here's Wallace. Comes up empty from 8 feet.
They're still looking for his first bucket. You can't put all their struggles on him tonight, but he's been brutal.
Pass to Wade. James with the ball. Here's Battier. 6 on the shot clock. Now here is James. And out of bounds. Detroit will have it. Detroit calls timeout.
Failing to find a rhythm offensively. Something that needs to change and change soon.
And I think this timeout, guys, is where you draw up some plays that are guaranteed to create some high percentage shots.
Here's Billups. Allen defending. And Billups gets it to go. 14 points for him.
A super high percentage shot there. You just can't allow him to get that close.
Allen, the pass to James. Double team on James. Pass to Bosch. Here's Wade, down to 5 on the shot clock. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
And, you know, Wade doesn't mess around when he's driving inside now. Exceptional at taking off from the launching pad and flying in for the dunk.
Here's Billups. He's got 14.
I'll tell you what, they've rebounded the ball tremendously well.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Tries again. Basket's good. And the Heat lead by 21.
He came up dry offensively in the first, but looks like he's ready to turn it around.
And out of bounds, the Heat will take it.
And that's just another mistake. I mean, they've got it on autopilot, and they look totally dejected.
A minute 50 left in the first half. Pass to Chalmers. Back to James. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up.
When LeBron has it inside like that, I mean, it's almost impossible to stop him. Worst case scenario, he's going to get himself to the foul line.
Two shots.
That free throw good from James.
You know, it's really been fun watching LeBron evolve his game over the years, and being a fellow Northeastern Ohio guy, I take pride in what he's been able to do. He always seems to find a way to maximize his effectiveness on the floor and adapt to whatever he needs to adapt to be outstanding.
Both free throws good from James. And here's Detroit. There's 1:34 left in the second. Here's Billups. Pass to Hamilton. Now here's Williamson. They shoot again. And he lays it up and in.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Here's Battier. And he lobs it up. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Here's Ham. And the baseline jumper, no good. They are blowing this one open.
Maybe the only question is how big will this lead grow?
And it's Chalmers missing.
That's 2 points they should have had. I'm sure he'd love to get that look again.
41 seconds left to play in the half. Here's Hamilton. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
The first free throw is good.
This is how you stay in the game. They're doing a beautiful job from the line. 100% this quarter.
The Heat making a switch here. Lewis is checked in. Both good from the line that time. We've got 33 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Haslam. Here's Billups. 14 points for him. 16 seconds left to play in the first half of basketball. That one's good for 2. He's got 16.
You know, he's got to be exasperated right now, fellas. I mean, playing excellent ball, but they're still losing.
Here's Wade. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it. It's good. And the Heat lead by 19.
Boy, you got to admire the mid-range game of Wade. Has this area of the floor on lock. I mean, incredibly efficient from here.
A dominating first half of play, and so far it hasn't been close. It's the Heat up 19. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back. The first half mercifully coming to a close. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny's here. Shaq is here. Dwayne Wade wasted no time getting hot. He had 14 points, 7 rebounds, and 1 block. Kenny, let's get your take on Miami.
What a true demonstration of dominance. They made a commitment to owning the glass, and they made good on it. Blocking out, competing hard in traffic. That's the way you should play on both ends of the court.
And Shaq, how about what you saw from the Pistons?
They're not shooting it well so far. Fellas, I got an idea. Feed the post. Let the big man eat. Jeez.
And that'll do it for our halftime report. Stay tuned for the second half. About to get underway.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Pass to Battier. To the paint. Wade, that's good.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
You know, he should be getting extra attention from the defense, not less.
And for Detroit, it's picked off. Here's Chalmers. Pass to James. To the middle. Here's Bosch. Ooh, coming through again. Shooting 5 for 7 now.
Well, LeBron James is clearly a tremendously talented passer. When a guy is open, he'll get him the ball.
Here's Billups. Tipped. Second half of basketball. Just over a minute played so far. Pass to Chalmers. There's the triple. The shot's good on the assist by James. He's got 9.
3 straight buckets to start the half. This is how they wanted to come out and execute.
Here's Billups. Here's Hamilton. Stolen. And here they come. Looking to end this cold spell. Milicic grabs the board.
This offense's first miss after 3 straight makes to start the second half.
Here's Hamilton. Here's Wallace. Ooh, they can't stop the run with that one.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Wade, that's good.
I just love the ball movement.
And they've been careless with the ball tonight.
Yeah, it's a lack of focus and a lack of discipline. They're better than this.
Here's Hamilton. He has 6. That's tipped. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Just 2 to shoot. Deflected. They recover it. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Boy, they need to pick it up here now. I mean, they're 0 of 4 coming out of the break.
And we just got a second look there at an exceptional mobile 1 block.
Yeah, just some terrific effort there. And you know the whole team will get an energy boost off a block like that one.
And it's the Heat with the ball. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Back to James from deep. The shot no good. And Detroit will go the other way with it.
His offensive output just isn't there tonight, but his teammates have found a way to pick up the slack.
Here's Billups. He's got 16. Over James. And the shot falls short that time.
Good offense beats good defense? Not always.
The Pistons clear it. Williamson outside. Pass to Hamilton. To the paint. Here's Billups. No good, and they can't put it into the drought. Third quarter of basketball here. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by. Here's Chalmers. 9 points in the game. Out to James. Williams grabs the board. Williamson's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. Pass to Milicic. Here's Hamilton. Checked by James. And it's Miami with a rebound. James has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Bosch. Shots blocked. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession. Hunter's checked in for the Pistons. Pass to Miller. Here's Wade. From 8 feet. Shoots from the block. Wallace pulls it in. Unfortunately for them, they're reeling at this point.
So true. Very little going their way right now at either end of the floor.
Now here's Hunter. He's got 6. Basket counts. Williamson's got 6.
And, you know, coaches will take possessions like that all day long. Phenomenal use of the screen there.
Here's Chalmers. Out to the right wing. Here's Wade. Again, the Heat misses. So it's Detroit now. Here's Billups. He's got 16. Pass to Milicic. Here's Wallace. Can't hit the turnaround jumper. Here's Chalmers. 9 points in the game. And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Heat.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going and you just want to keep it going.
Another thing that jumps out to me is the big number of assists that they made over the course of this game.
He's off on the first. Allen, he's checked in for Wade. And he sinks the second. Here's Hunter. He has 6. They've been having major problems offensively.
Definitely in a bit of a dry spell.
Pass to Campbell. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Billups. And they turn it over. Shot clock violation as the buzzer sounds. Here's Chalmers. 10 points for him. Down low. Here's Bosch. Nice dish, and the layup goes down. 12 points for him.
All game long, he's been getting to his spots, and the defense has yet to adjust.
Pass to Ham. Here's Wallace. Allen defending. Offensive board. Got a piece of it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pistons will retain possession. Lewis has checked in for Miami. Here's Billups. Ooh, poked away, and they get it back. Hunter up top. Pass to Billups. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one is off. Now the Heat take it the other way.
Yeah, you know, they're losing in large part because he's not playing well. It's really as simple as that.
Here's Miller. Here's Chalmers. Offline with a 3. Here's Ham. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Second chance effort. And he sinks the layup.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
Pass to Bosch. Here's Lewis from downtown. Drills it from deep.
As a big, unless you're a dedicated rim runner, have to be some kind of threat from distance.
Detroit calls timeout.
Protecting the rim has to be their top objective right now.
Yeah, you know, just look at the numbers, guys. I mean, they are being taken to the woodshed in the paint.
Making a switch here. Haslam's checked in. And so it's Detroit with it. Hunter up top. He has 6. Pass to Billups. Here's Campbell. And he banks in the layup.
Woo, just selling the defense on the pump fake.
Miami with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. And the ball is tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And the Pistons with possession here. Here's Billups. 16 points for him. The 3 ball. It doesn't go for him.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
To me, it appears he's starting to lose his composure a little bit. We'll see if he can regroup and get back into a better rhythm. You have to love the unselfishness on display there. Excellent passing.
And again, it's Detroit converting.
Oh, it's been a tough quarter for him, to say the least. He's missed 8 of 9 shots.
Pass to Bosch. Here's Lewis. Lets it go from deep. Offensive rebound. Here's Haslam. Shot from the low post is good. He's got 6.
And that's a backbreaker for the defense. I mean, offensive boards like that run momentum against you.
Well, you know, that's the way it's going to be for them today, fellas. Can't sustain any momentum.
Here's Billups. Takes a 3. On target from range. 21 points in the game.
Hitting only 20% from the field this quarter. He might want to start getting others involved.
To the inside. Here's Bosch. Unable to get that one. And Detroit the other way now. Hunter on the wing. He has 6. Misses off the left iron. And it's Miami's ball. Here's Miller. Pass to Bosch. Inside. Lays it up and in off the pretty assist.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride. It makes it look easy.
Here's Billups. Allen defending. Here's Campbell. The fadeaway. The rebound by Bosch.
They've had a slight leg up on the boards and a big leg up on the scoreboard.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And here are the Heat now. Down low. Banked it in off the glass.
And force-feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
Now here's Hunter. Pass to Billups. Six to shoot. Back to Hunter. The reverse. Campbell gets the bucket. He's got 6.
His nimbleness makes him a unique threat at the rim.
Here's Miller. And Bosch gets it to go.
And, you know, Chris Bosch is so skilled close to the bucket. Get him the ball, and he'll find a way to score.
Pass to Billups. To the inside. And it's out of bounds to the Pistons as Detroit retains possession. James is checked in for Miami. The Pistons making a switch here. There's 31 seconds left in the third. Pass to Hunter. Shot clock at 6. Looking to get it going. Rebound by the Heat. Allen with it. He's got 11. Here's Haslam. Here's Miller. Here's James. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. James has got 10 points.
Well, the whole floor is wide open for LeBron. I mean, he's got just the right kind of touch for those mid-range shots.
And so it's Miami with a gigantic 33-point lead at the close of the quarter. A big difference in shooting percentages. That's why they lead. We'll be right back. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
You know, I'm kind of stoked that this was a choice because I love this pass. A remarkable find. He put his court vision on full display.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And it's Haslam in at the 5. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Pass to Milicic. That one no good. And Miami will go the other way with it. Here's Miller. And Hamilton pulls it down.
I wouldn't say that's exactly his spot now. I mean, and you can see why.
And the shot goes.
Great job setting him up. The timing of the pass was key.
Pass to Howard. Uses the glass on the layup.
No surprise there. I mean, realizing he has the size advantage, he exploits it perfectly.
Davis against Smith. Here's Ham. Howard with some nice D. Here's Lewis. Pass to Howard. Smith outside. Back to Howard. Three-pointer. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Howard. Smith, he's checked in for Haslam. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Outside Davis. Pass to Hamilton. Clock at 6. Miami grabs the miss. Smith outside. Now Howard. Check by Davis. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Okay, big man. Hammer it home.
Ooh, showing some athleticism right there. He still knows how to finish.
Well, he doesn't count on elevation or hang time, that's for sure, but he can still get it in the basket.
Now here's Davis. And he can't get that one. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. Pass to Miller. And here's Smith. To the middle. Here's Lewis. Here's Miller. Out of bounds. It'll go to the Pistons. And the Pistons making a change here. Brown's checked in. Around 3 minutes gone here in the 4th. Pass to Milicic. Tries to snap the cold streak. Howard grabs the miss. Davis against Smith. There's the drive. Goes back up. And there's the bucket as Howard finishes it off.
Soft defense. I mean, they've given up 10 of the last 12 points inside.
Outside Davis. Here's Ham. Second chance shot. Pass to Brown. 5 to shoot. Up and over Smith. Detroit, no good that time either.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
This run has been fueled by their matador defense.
And the Pistons with possession here. The Heat making their last shot. To the paint. Ham can't hit.
Well done on the glass. Gets himself in position where he can use his size.
Pass to Lewis. Here's Miller. Smith outside. Here's Lewis. From deep three-point range. Milicic grabs the board.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Outside Davis. Ooh, he can't stop the run as that misses. Pass to Miller. To the inside. Smith. And that one is stuffed right through.
That's serving it up on the platter there. What a nice pass. A high percentage look was the result.
Here's Ham. Back to Davis. It's Brown on the wing, covered by Smith. Brown can't hit.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
You know, guys, no denying it's been a rough patch here. I think they've got to run whatever is best in their playbook to get a good shot.
Pass to Lewis. Another shot. And he lays it in.
And there he is. I mean, attacking the boards, converting off the misses. I mean, trying to do everything he can to secure this W.
Well, he enjoys deflating the opposition with those extra possessions.
Again, the miss by the Pistons. And it's Miami's ball. A 12-0 run right now and counting. Smith passes to Smith. Shoots over Davis. A nice shot by Smith. Smith's got 4 points this quarter.
They're winning the battle down low by imposing their will.
Yeah, it's really been quite a contrast. I like the way they're attacking the middle at their offensive end.
Back to Davis. The Pistons need to get one up quick. Here's Milicic. Rebound by the Heat.
It's just so hard to score in this league, especially when you're out of rhythm. You got to feel for him tonight.
Here's Miller. And that one's long.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Pass to Ham. Back to Davis. From deep. And no good. And Miami the other way now. Smith outside. Hangs in the air. No good with a layup. They desperately want to stop this run.
Might be time to switch things up. Try a new play call or something.
Here's Davis. Can't cash it in from close range. Davis is gone just 1 for 4 so far. Down low. Ooh, nice shot by Miller.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Play in the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Outside Davis. Pass to Ham. Here's Milicic. Guarded by Howard. Here's Ham. From deep. Smith with the rebound. Smith's got 4 rebounds now. Here's Lewis. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Just what they wanted from that possession. A quality look in tight.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for them.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Here's Davis. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Smith outside. Pass to Howard. And he banks in the layup. Here's Davis. He puts up a three. Miami grabs the miss. And here's Smith. Pass to Lewis. Smith against Brown. Now here's Smith. Guarded closely. Doesn't go for him. And the Pistons going the other way now. Now Brown. Puts it up from 12. Smith with the rebound. And here are the Heat. They've got a 22-run going. What a pace. Smith outside. A minute 42 left in the final quarter. The jump hook. No good off the glass.
Most nights this shot would have been his, but the defender gave him just enough trouble. Outside, Brown. Up and over Smith.
And again, the Pistons missing. And it's Miami's ball. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. 1:11 left in the fourth quarter here. Can't hit it from 12 feet. Smith's gone 2 of 5 from the floor. Smith against Davis. Pass to Ham. Shot clock at 5. Outside Davis. Pulls up at the elbow. Pistons keep it alive. Good.
That'll drive your coach crazy, failing to box out. Ugh.
Those are free points you're giving away. You got to work harder on the glass.
Now Howard to the wing on the left. And he lobs it up top. And it's Howard finishing it off.
And how sweet was that play?
Pinpoint pass, set up the alley-oop flush.
Guys, I tell you, there are assists, and then there are delicious dimes. This was the latter.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Outside Davis. Outside Brown. Pass to Milicic. Over Smith. Hits the front of the rim and out. So no problem for Miami as they get the win. Boy, they were something special to watch tonight, and the crowd loving every second of it.
It's always a great feeling when you play this well for your fans. This team really showed what it's capable of.
For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. So long and good night, everyone.